Have you ever wondered what you're doing in the first hour after waking up? Well, I've got news for you. What you do right after waking up can actually determine whether you'll live to see your 90s or not. Surprised? It might sound shocking, but the habits you form in the morning can make a massive difference to your health and longevity. Stick with me through this video, and I'll reveal these 14 morning habits that could completely transform your life. The best part? Some of them take less than 15 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. These habits are easy, accessible, and scientifically proven, and these are secrets that most doctors won't tell you, but the evidence is undeniable. So let's start with habit 1, immediate hydration. A true story of Sylvia, at 72, was constantly tired, and her doctors were considering dialysis for her chronic kidney issues. She couldn't understand why her energy was so low. One day, she came across a health seminar where she learned about the power of drinking water immediately upon waking up. She decided to give it a try. Just 60 days later, her kidney function had improved by 68%, and she felt more energetic than she had in years. When you wake up, your body is naturally dehydrated after hours of sleep. This dehydration thickens the blood, causing your heart to work harder. If you don't hydrate first thing in the morning, you're essentially starting the day with your body at a disadvantage. Experts at Harvard Medical School say that dehydration accelerates aging by increasing pressure on the heart and brain. Studies show that overnight dehydration leads to morning blood sludging, which can result in cognitive decline and cardiovascular problems over time. To incorporate this habit, place a glass of water by your bedside each night. The moment you wake up, drink at least 16 ounces of water before doing anything else. This will help kickstart your metabolism, boost your energy levels, and hydrate your organs for the day ahead. Habit number 2. Exposure to natural morning light. A real-life story of Mark, 75, had suffered from chronic insomnia for decades. He tried everything, from prescription sleep aids to expensive supplements, but nothing worked. Then his doctor suggested something so simple that it almost seemed too good to be true. Spend 10 minutes outside in the morning sunlight. Benjamin followed this advice, and within 2 weeks, his sleep dramatically improved. His blood pressure dropped, and his energy levels soared. Morning sunlight is the most effective way to reset your biological clock. Within 30 minutes of waking up, exposure to natural light signals to your body that it's time to wake up and get moving. This regulates your circadian rhythm, improving your sleep quality and overall health. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that sunlight exposure in the first 30 minutes of waking up can increase melatonin production by up to 73% later in the day. This, in turn, helps improve sleep, metabolism, and cognitive function. Missing this sunlight exposure is linked to a 37% higher risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases after age 70. To start your day off right, spend at least 10 minutes outside within the first 30 minutes of waking up. If going outside isn't possible, sitting near a window can still provide some of the benefits. Even on cloudy days, the light outside is far brighter than indoor lighting, and it's essential for resetting your body's internal clock. Habit number 3. Gentle movement before breakfast. True story of Harriet, at 68, was on the verge of getting knee replacement surgery due to arthritis pain. Her doctor suggested a last-ditch effort: 7 minutes of gentle movement, first thing in the morning before eating anything. 3 months later, Harriet's pain had drastically reduced, and her surgeon cancelled the surgery. She could even play with her grandchildren again. What made the difference? Simple, gentle movements to wake up her body. Before breakfast, your joints are stiff, and your body is in a recovery state. Gentle movement can activate the body's natural processes, reduce inflammation, and prevent long-term joint deterioration. In fact, a few minutes of movement before you eat can help lubricate your joints and set the stage for the day. Studies by rheumatologists at the Mayo Clinic show that morning movement can reduce joint deterioration by up to 65% in seniors. Movement before eating also activates autophagy, a process that helps clear out damaged cells and support muscle and joint regeneration. After hydrating, spend 5 to 10 minutes doing simple stretches or joint movements. Try ankle rolls, shoulder circles, and light swaying. This isn't about intense exercise, but gentle movement to prepare your body for the day ahead. Habit number 4. Breathing practice. In Sardinia, Italy, the elders who live to 100 have a morning ritual that's incredibly simple, yet powerful. Deep, rhythmic breathing. One 96-year-old shepherd explained, "I breathe in the morning to prepare my body for a good day. If I skip it, I feel tired by noon." The practice may seem basic, but it has profound effects on their overall health and longevity. Breathing is something most of us take for granted, but the way you breathe in the morning can set the tone for the entire day. Deep breathing helps reduce stress and activate your body's longevity pathways, which are essential for health and vitality. Studies from blue zones, regions where people live past 100, show that deep, intentional breathing reduces cortisol levels and improves heart rate variability, both of which are key factors for longevity. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is particularly effective at calming the nervous system and promoting relaxation. After your morning water and sunlight, practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times. Habit number 5. Protein and fiber-rich breakfast. Gerald, at 68, was diagnosed with prediabetes and was on the verge of needing medication. Instead, he worked with a nutritionist to change his breakfast. By switching from refined carbs like toast and jam to a high-protein and fiber-rich breakfast, Gerald's blood markers normalized in just 6 months. This simple change in what he ate for breakfast reversed his prediabetes without medication. What you eat for breakfast sets the tone for your metabolism throughout the day. A protein and fiber-rich breakfast stabilizes blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and supports cellular repair. Refined carbohydrates, on the other hand, trigger insulin spikes and accelerate aging. Research shows that a balanced breakfast with at least 25 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber can reduce inflammation by up to 53% and support metabolic health. By avoiding refined carbs, you help stabilize your blood sugar levels and prevent long-term health issues. For a longevity-supporting breakfast, combine protein-rich foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, or plant-based proteins with fiber-rich foods like berries, chia seeds, or oats. Avoid refined sugars before 10 a.m., as they can cause insulin spikes that accelerate aging. Habit number 6. Morning social connection. In Okinawa, Japan, a region known for its long-lived population, social connection is a vital part of the morning routine. One 97-year-old woman shared, "If I don't speak to someone in the morning, my whole day feels wrong." These brief interactions, whether with family, neighbors, or friends, set the tone for the entire day. Social connections in the morning help regulate neurotransmitters that affect mood, stress, and overall health. Positive social interaction is crucial for maintaining mental clarity and emotional stability throughout the day. A study from Harvard found that participants who engaged in meaningful social interaction before 10 a.m. had 29% lower all-cause mortality. Social connection is as important as diet and exercise for long-term health. Start your day by calling a friend or family member, or have a quick chat with someone you live with. Even brief conversations with a barista or a neighbor can provide powerful health benefits. Habit number 7. Directed gratitude practice. Patricia, at 74, was struggling with hypertension that wasn't responding to medication. Her doctor was concerned about her heart function. After learning about the power of gratitude, Patricia started practicing a directed gratitude exercise every morning. Within 3 months, her blood pressure stabilized, and her doctor was amazed by the results. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It has real, measurable effects on your brain and body. Practicing gratitude, especially focusing on your body's well-being, can improve emotional regulation, reduce cortisol levels, and enhance brain health. Neuroscientists at Yale University discovered that gratitude practices activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. This can have a profound impact on reducing stress and improving mental health. After your morning breathing exercises, practice directed gratitude by naming 3 things you're grateful for about your body. This could be your health, your mobility, or your energy levels. Do this right after waking up to set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Habit number 8. Prioritize quality sleep. Real-life story of Maya, a 63-year-old artist who spent years struggling with sleep. Every night, she'd toss and turn, trying to get comfortable, waking up several times in the night and feeling groggy by morning. She was irritable, tired, and found it impossible to focus on her art or her health. She chalked it up to getting older and assumed poor sleep was just a part of life. But then she stumbled upon a sleep seminar, where the speaker shared a groundbreaking fact: the quality of your sleep can dramatically affect your longevity. Maya had always heard about the importance of sleep, but she never truly understood how deep, restorative sleep could impact every aspect of her health. After the seminar, Maya took immediate action. She began focusing on creating an ideal sleep environment: a cooler room, blackout curtains, and a consistent bedtime. She made her bedroom a sanctuary, avoiding screen time before bed and winding down with light reading or journaling. Within a week, Maya noticed a huge change. She was falling asleep faster, staying asleep through the night, and waking up feeling truly rested. Her energy levels skyrocketed, and her mood improved dramatically. Not only was she able to focus on her art again, but her overall health also began to improve, with fewer aches and pains and a stronger immune system. Sleep is not just about resting, it's the foundation for health, recovery, and longevity. Quality sleep plays a massive role in regulating your hormones, boosting your immune system, and enhancing cognitive function. It's during deep sleep that your body repairs itself, regenerates cells, and strengthens the brain. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that people who regularly get fewer than 6 hours of quality sleep are more prone to chronic conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Sleep deprivation also accelerates aging by impairing cellular repair and increasing inflammation. Habit number 9. Morning journaling for mental clarity. John, a 52-year-old software engineer, was constantly overwhelmed. His mind was full of thoughts about work, family, and all the tasks he needed to do. He could never seem to quiet his mind and often felt scattered throughout the day. One day, his therapist suggested a simple yet powerful habit: morning journaling. John started waking up 15 minutes earlier each day to sit quietly with his journal. He wrote whatever was on his mind, whether it was goals for the day, worries, or just random thoughts. Slowly but surely, he began to feel lighter, as if writing had cleared out the mental clutter. Within a few weeks, John noticed that his mind wasn't racing anymore, even during stressful work days. His focus had improved, his anxiety had decreased, and he felt more present in his daily life. Morning journaling became a key part of his morning routine, helping him find clarity before diving into the chaos of the day. Journaling isn't just about writing, It's about clearing your mind and setting intentions for the day. Morning journaling allows you to process your thoughts, release stress, and gain focus before any distractions come in. It's a great way to connect with yourself and prioritize mental clarity. Research by the University of Rochester Medical Center shows that journaling can help reduce stress, improve cognitive function, and even boost immune health. Writing has been shown to lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and improve emotional regulation. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes in the morning for journaling. Write about your goals, thoughts, or even gratitude. Allow yourself to let the words flow, without judgment. Habit, Sugar 10. Eat mindfully. Lena, a 50-year-old teacher, struggled with overeating. Her days were filled with work, kids, and stress, and she found herself eating mindlessly at the kitchen table, often scarfing down food without thinking about it. Over time, Lena noticed that her weight had crept up, and she didn't feel as energized or healthy as she used to. One day, Lena decided to take control of her eating habits. She read about the practice of mindful eating, focusing on the experience of eating, appreciating the food, and tuning into her body's hunger and fullness signals. Lena started eating without distractions, chewing slowly, and savoring every bite. The transformation was remarkable. Not only did she lose the extra weight, but she also felt more connected to her food, more satisfied with less, and more in tune with her body's needs. Mindful eating is all about slowing down and being present during meals. It helps you tune into your body's signals and prevents overeating. This practice encourages you to savor your food, acknowledge hunger cues, and avoid distractions like TV or phones while eating. Studies from the University of California, Berkeley, show that mindful eating can reduce emotional eating, improve digestion, and help with weight management. Mindful eating also encourages better food choices by fostering a positive relationship with food. Habit 11. Stretching or yoga. Carmen, 66, had always been active, but as she got older, she started to notice stiffness in her lower back and hips. Sitting for long hours at work made the pain worse. Carmen decided to try incorporating yoga and stretching into her morning routine. At first, she was hesitant, but after just a week of doing gentle stretches every morning, her back pain decreased significantly. By the end of the month, she felt more flexible, her posture improved, and she was waking up feeling more limber and energized. Stretching or practicing yoga in the morning helps keep your muscles flexible and reduces tension. This prevents stiffness and improves circulation, flexibility, and overall mobility. According to Harvard Health, stretching and yoga improve flexibility, reduce muscle tension, and increase circulation. Regular stretching also reduces the risk of injuries, improves posture, and helps you move with greater ease. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning doing stretches or a few yoga poses. Focus on areas that are tight, like the lower back, hips, and shoulders. Use slow, controlled movements to improve flexibility. Habit 12. Limit social media in the morning. Real-life story of Kara, a 70-year-old entrepreneur, used to wake up and immediately check her phone for emails and social media updates. By the time she got out of bed, she was already stressed, overwhelmed by work, and comparing herself to others on social media. She decided to change this habit and stopped checking her phone for the first 30 minutes after waking up. Instead, she used that time for meditation and a quiet cup of tea. Within a few weeks, Kara noticed a massive shift. She felt calmer, less stressed, and more focused throughout the day. Social media can create unnecessary stress and anxiety first thing in the morning. Limiting your social media intake in the first 30 minutes of the day helps you start your day with clarity and focus, rather than feeling overwhelmed or distracted. Studies show that early social media use can increase stress and anxiety by triggering cortisol release. The American Psychological Association reports that social media often leads to negative comparison, which can diminish self-esteem and increase stress. Set a rule to avoid checking social media or email for the first 30 minutes after waking. Use that time to engage in activities like journaling, stretching, or enjoying breakfast. Set designated times later in the day for checking your phone. Habit 13. Make your bed. When Mark, a 75-year-old executive, was struggling with a lack of motivation, he read about a simple habit that could change his mindset: making the bed every morning. It seemed trivial at first, but when Mark started making his bed right after waking up, he noticed a small shift in his mindset. The simple act of completing this one task gave him a sense of accomplishment that set a positive tone for the rest of his day. Over time, Mark realized that this small habit made him more productive and focused throughout the day. Making your bed every morning is a simple act of accomplishment that starts the day on a positive note. It gives you a small win first thing, which can set a productive, focused tone for the rest of the day. According to behavioral experts, making your bed increases your sense of accomplishment and control. It's a simple way to build discipline, and studies have shown it can improve mood and increase productivity. Habit 14. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Sam, a 65-year-old lawyer, used to drink coffee throughout the day to stay alert. However, by 3 p.m., he often found himself feeling sluggish and unable to focus. A friend suggested that he try drinking more water throughout the day, and Sam decided to give it a shot. He began carrying a water bottle with him and made it a point to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. By the end of the first week, Sam noticed he wasn't as tired, his skin looked clearer, and his energy levels were more consistent throughout the day. Hydration is vital for maintaining energy, focus, and proper bodily functions. Water helps regulate body temperature, improve circulation, and flush out toxins. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, poor digestion, and brain fog, which is why staying hydrated is essential for long-term health. According to the Institute of Medicine, drinking enough water can improve cognitive performance, reduce the risk of kidney stones, and improve digestion. Even mild dehydration can impair your focus and cognitive abilities,